Okay, happy Sunday, everybody. Today is Sunday, December the 18th, 2022. And here we have, at the Tennessee Off-Grid Project, have had yet another fail. What is it that failed? Well, not surprisingly, at least not to me, it is my Outback Nano Carbon batteries. I've lost this whole first four right here, and I'm going to try to set up the tripod here. I'll show you what happens. And on a video I did last week, I had mentioned that we had like 9 days of rain non-stop, and I just wasn't putting this together. I was coming out here in the morning, checking the Whiz-Bang Jr. on the midnight. And if you're not familiar with that, that will give you your battery capacity 100%. This one's resting 55.2 volts. This one here is floating. The Outback's running the show right now. Both of these charge controllers are going on 11 years old. Those have been fantastic. Never had any issue with them. However, the batteries, if you look back in some of my older videos, when I bought these Nano Carbons, I was looking at my notes. That bottom 8, which originally were hooked up with a 24 volt system, were installed somewhere between 11/15 and 11/19 of 2018, so they're over 4 years old. Those are still absolutely fine. These guys here on this side, I did a video on them when I got them. Those were the ones that some were double and triple dated. Updated stickers were replaced, and I refused to take them. And they ended up wanting me to pay shipping back to Washington to send them back. I refused to do it. I'm like, that's not my problem. I paid for new batteries, not batteries made almost a year ago. That was a whole nother can of worms. Again, that was another dealing with Outback and the Alti store, which I'll never buy another thing from. This was all purchased with the Alti store. Could have had something to do with the person I was dealing with, but when I bought the solar panels and that first rack of batteries below, I was quoted one price. I was in the middle of building out this place, a million things going. I was quoted one price, and when the bill came in and all the equipment showed up, I was charged totally different prices. Then the triple labeled batteries pissed me off. And then finally, after contacting Outback, they agreed to send me new batteries. And I never sent the old ones back, so I got those basically for free. These batteries here, to refresh everyone's memory, because I did a video on them, some idiot loaded these on a wooden pallet. They were not secured to the pallet. They were just loosely thrown on a wooden pallet and thrown in the back of a semi-truck. They came out of Georgia. Showed up here in Tennessee in the back of the semi-truck, bouncing off the walls inside the trailer. Hardware was missing. They were dented up and scraped. I was just completely disgusted at that point, and I ended up keeping them. Now, I installed these, according to my notes, on May 7, 2019. And I immediately noticed on these four here in particular, all different voltages when they were charging, and then they would kind of settle down within maybe 20 to 30 tenths of an amp out of whack, where the rest of them, all of the rest of them are pretty much balanced, including those four over there that were mislabeled have been fine. Well, I think it was Wednesday morning. I came out here about 4 a.m., put some wood in the wood monster to keep the shop area warm. I looked at the old midnight, the Whiz-Bang saying 88% capacity, which is about normal. And I looked at the voltage when the voltage flashed, and I almost fell over. And the voltage, while these are under load, are never going to be accurate. They were showing 47.1 volts. I couldn't believe it. So nothing I could do 4 o'clock in the morning. Next day was a full sunny day. The whole system was up and charged again. This bank here, when I was testing it, this first battery right here was coming in at 12.3. This was like 15.3, which has always been ridiculous, the little yellow sticker. This one was almost 14, and this one was high 14s. And this one was like 12.3. So, I let them rest for 24 hours. Came back and checked this front one, and it was like 12.08, 12.12. Well, I'll show you what it is now at a full rest. Since Wednesday afternoon, today is Sunday. Hopefully we can see this. I don't know if that's showing up. 11.89 volts. So this battery here is NFG, totally no good. This one is showing 12.63. This one is showing low at 12.30. Now these were fully charged and they haven't been hooked up since Wednesday. So 12.3, this one's debatable. And that one there is 12.65. So I think this battery here and this battery here are okay. And the other two are shot. So what that means essentially is I lost a 48 volt battery. And when I called Outback addressing this issue about all the different voltages, there was really nothing I could do. They were under warranty. They were going to warranty him. The warranty was only 2 years. So now we're into 3 years, 6 months. Those have failed. Those on the bottom are going on 4 years plus. And those are still doing absolutely fine. Those are the ones that I just had them sitting on the floor because they were supposed to come and get them and they never did. But luckily for me, there's nothing wrong with them. They're still doing fine. So that's just a little update. Just another part of dealing with off-grid life. My new plans for the coming year. Lucky for me, finally, after building the upper deck and knocking the hole in the building and putting the sliding glass door in, that's all paid for. This year's journey will be saving up for a new battery bank. And as the world sits right now, I think what I'm going to do, in this day and age, the best bang for the buck out there seems to be those EG4 Gill batteries, those server rack batteries. And they got them on sale right now, but I don't have an extra 9 grand kicking around. But that looks like what I'm going to save up for. And hopefully these will get me through the summer. And maybe by the end of next year, I'll save up enough money to buy 6 of those 5.2 kilowatt, 48 volt lithium batteries. So that's just an update. That's just it. Life goes on out here. Everything other than that is fine. I just wanted to share the failure of those batteries. I am not at all surprised that bank of batteries failed. They never showed right. They never equalized themselves ever. And that front one now is just totally gone. And my mind was writing off charging these batteries every day due to the rain. I had other projects going. That's why I was charging my batteries every day. I built this system with 3 days of autonomy, meaning 3 days of battery power before I had to need sun or use a generator to charge the bank. And these were going low 48 volts every day, and I just didn't have it dawned on me. So these were draining the entire bank. So now they're just totally disconnected. Anyway, that's an update here from the Off-Grid Project. Hope everybody's having a good Sunday. Wish everybody Merry Christmas and enjoy life. And that's it for the update out here. Just wanted to share that latest battery failure. Always something. All right, that's it for now. I'm gone.